How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, do me a huge favor, go down and subscribe so you never miss a future video. Last couple of weeks I have been busy working on this garage. You might notice some small differences. I am probably 90% there. There needs to be 10% that needs to be wrapped up, things need to be put together, and that will probably happen in the next couple of days here. But I thought I would reveal the new garage to you guys because it's basically all done. Did some painting, did some flooring, most importantly. Here's a little sneak peek with the BMW there. That's kind of what it looks like. So I'm gonna show you guys what the floor looked like before, and then I'll give you guys a good aftertaste of what it looks like now, what I have to do still, and what the plans are kind of. So I'm in the garage right now where the floor is currently uninstalled. So what we're going to be doing in today's video is installing this flooring and then showing you guys the new garage setup. The floor I have selected is black and then white. You can see the white tiles sticking out because the boxes got a little wet. But basically this whole area here is going to be completely transformed. I know I just have a couple of things that I need to clean up. That shelf needs to go back on the wall because we were painting and everything. We'll talk about everything in a second, but this is what the flooring looks like before. So let's get to installation and do all of this here. So essentially what I have here is one tile. So each little square you can kind of see as a 1x1, and then you have the 4x4 full tile piece. That way it's a little easier for install. So this is a little corner piece that we have, and then we're gonna place a white piece here, a white piece there, black, white, black, white, black, white, all the way down. I have a couple of things that I need to touch up, and I'm going to do that real quick, and then we're gonna get right into this floor installation. All right, it is about an hour later. We got all of the paint done. Needed to touch up a few spots right over there, and now that the paint is done, sort of dried, we're gonna start on the floor. So let's unbox the flooring. May or may not have got a little head start there, but I have all of the boxes right here. So in each of these boxes is just tiles like this, black and white. And then you can alternate, you can choose whatever colors you want. I just chose black and white because that's kind of the theme of the garage. Like the cabinets there are black and white. There's gonna be another one that goes here that's gonna be black and white. I'm thinking about painting all of this wood black. I'll see if I have the energy to do that like in the springtime or something. But for now, the most important thing is gonna be getting the flooring in because all the walls here are now painted, which before were unpainted and look like this. Sedans and possibly even a lot of coupes are gonna take you pretty. One thing to keep in mind when you're doing this, you wanna start on the garage face. You wanna start from the door back, because I had all of the tiles over on that end, but the thing is, then you run into the issue of them having to connect with half a tile, and you have to cut a tile, and you don't want to cut tiles on the garage side because of these trim pieces, because it gets a little tricky. The goal of today is just to get the flooring in to the point where, you know, it looks good and we can get a really good idea of what's going on. Before we do a time lapse, I should probably show you guys how they connect in the first place. So if we come over here, we can see they have these loops here. Then you have tabs on the edges here. You just match up the tabs to the loops like so, and then they just overlap. Then you get yourself a mallet, you give it a nice firm hit on each of the corners, each of the tabs, and just like that, it's now sitting flush. Be careful not to hit anywhere other than where the tabs are. There is one right here that I cracked. Hard to see, but I hit it here or here instead of on top of where it needs to be. Make sure you line it up correctly and then you hit it, because then you don't have a chance at cracking it. You'll crack one and then you'll learn. If I actually decided to look at the box, it actually says to start here, garage entrance here, so you should start this way. So I should be starting on this end and going that way. And this is where I'm going to stop for the day. I'm gonna put the Miata in for the first time though, so let's see how that looks. That looks really cool. It's obviously not done yet, so you can't get the full effect, but So that is the flooring. I went ahead and finished all of the flooring here. The Miata sitting just here, and I finished all of this as well. The things that I need to finish are the corners. I also need to fix this tile because I faced this the wrong way, so I can't get a tile in here. And I kind of just need to fix the edging, a little spot there, and then when we walk over to the door, there needs to be a spot fixed here. It's probably gonna take me a couple more days to finish and wrap up, and I didn't feel like having you guys wait because I teased this on Instagram, and I don't really want to hold it off for much longer than I have to, so I've got it 90% done. This is what the flooring looks like before. Here's a full look at the garage flooring without me in the way. The cars are still kind of in the way a little bit, but you guys get the idea of how much better this looks with just a simple thing by adding these floors. It probably took me the better part of 45 minutes maybe to do this entire area. I'm gonna talk about the floors just very quickly, and then I'll talk about the rest of what's changed in the garage. So there's edge pieces that are gonna go here. As far as cost goes, this much flooring, I forgot the exact measurements, but it does cost about $1,400 retail, so $1,400 retail. So it's definitely not cheap, but I think it's well worth the price because it's a very easy way to transform your garage. Raysteak does a really good job for the quality. I mean, I've had nothing to complain about so far, but also the price compared to the competition is very fairly priced. Swiss Track is very expensive, and you guys can go check it out on the website. I'll link it below where I got it. You can build your own garage. You can get a whole quote from them. You can do any color you want. You can do like black, straight black. You don't have to do black and white. I chose to do black and white, but if you want to, make sure you go check that out, and I'll leave it in the description if you want to get it for yourself. So the reason I didn't do polished flooring in my opinion is the #1 way to go. If you can do polished floors look awesome, but over in the workshop area it's already elevated a little bit, so to match that kind of, I decided to go like this. So this does cost less, because having a professional like do your flooring is not cheap at all. It costs like $3,000 for a normal car garage. This costed about $1,000, $1,500 for your garage. So if you want to check it out for yourself, I'll leave it in the description, but I think it's definitely worth the price. It elevates the cars off the ground as well, so it stays a little warmer in here, and the floor is not going to be freezing at all times because the concrete does get pretty cold. Overall, in my opinion, this was definitely worth the price, and once everything is done, it's going to look awesome. But let's get off the topic of flooring and talk about what else has changed. So these walls have been painted. It looks a lot better. And then all of this was painted as well. So all the painting was done, and I think it looks a lot better. So painting and flooring completely transformed the way this garage is going to look, and then cleaning it up is going to make it look like a kind of a professional studio compared to an industrial kind of just storage space. It's that easy to transform your garage. So there's realistically 3 things I need to do. Move the cars and bikes, finish the flooring up, and then add lighting. And as simple as that, I'm done. What do you guys think about the new floors? I think they look awesome. I can't wait to have everything 100% done, the cars in the right place, and just have this thing finally done. So there was a cabinet on this wall, and it's gonna go back, because I just need to take it off for painting, and I'm probably gonna get some type of decoration here because most of the time the camera is going to be faced this way because the Miata is gonna be sitting here. We're gonna be modding the Miata, so I'm probably gonna add some stuff there as well. And now that all of this is done, I can finally work on my car, and I'm so excited. But that's all I have for this video. If you guys did enjoy, subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.